What's good, everybody? IceAgeProductions.com, and welcome to the studio. Let's get into it. So I've been putting this space together for the last couple of months, and overall I think it's come out pretty well. It looks pretty good, and it's kind of the look I'm looking for in my YouTube videos. So I wanted to share with you guys a few tips and tricks that I've learned along the way and show you some equipment that I have in my studio as well. Hopefully you guys can find value in this video. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below. Before I continue to share the things that are in my studio, my equipment, and the things that I have to put this video together, I really want to share and express the importance of working with what you have. So work with what you have and just get started with where you are. That's the most important thing. If you take nothing from my videos and you only take that, that would be the best advice I could give you. Start with where you are and work with the things that you have, because you know, I wish I had a whole room for my studio. Unfortunately, this is my bedroom. My bed's right there, you know, and my door is right there. I wouldn't really necessarily, that's not ideal, you know, my door being right there, but I made it work. I made it look good. I angled the camera. I figured out, okay, what's gonna work, what's not gonna work, in order for me to kind of get these videos going. Honestly, it came out pretty good because I had a good positive mindset and I wasn't worried about what I didn't have. What you have right now is completely perfect. It's not a bad thing. It's just where you are, and you want to progress, and when you progress, your area, your space around you will move with you. So don't worry about that. Get going and make it personal and really just create a fun environment and a vibe for people to really just enjoy when they're watching your videos. One of the biggest things you want to do is set up your space around you. You know, you don't want just a plain background. You don't want just a plain wall. So first thing I did was lighting. I got a softbox light, which is really cool. It's not expensive. I got a pretty cheap one, and I got off of Amazon, really low price. And I got lighting in the back, as you can see, the salt light and the lights glowing behind my desk here on the right side. And it kind of just creates a vibe. It kind of creates a really cool, mellow, chill space, like I'm in a studio. This is an environment I would be in without the camera. It's not just set up for the camera. It's not just set up for YouTube, but it serves multiple purposes. I really like the vibes, the energy it brings off, and it helps me to get creative and get rolling. I also have my microphone, which is right above the camera frame, and it provides audio, of course, but I have it hooked up where the shotgun mic is basically dangling from a aux cord. It's hooked up to a few little hooks. I bought some hooks off of Amazon, hooked them into the ceiling, and just basically wired it all the way to let it go. I don't even know how to explain that, but I'll let you guys see it. But it's wired to my camera, which is right in front of me, and it just hangs. I really didn't want to get a boom stand. It was kind of expensive, and I didn't want to get another microphone because I just didn't have the money. So I really wanted to stick with this shotgun mic that I got from Best Buy. I didn't get it for very much. It was only like $40, and I enjoy it. It's pretty good. It does the job. It does what I need it to do, and it works for my videos for the time being. So right here behind me, I have my 9-block, and it's got personal items and things that fit in the studio. I have my Peace album, I have my old camera, my Ice Age hat, I have audio interface and a MIDI keyboard and some speakers. Just a few things to help bring some life to the background. One more thing I forgot to mention was these really cool lights that I got at Lowe's Home Improvement. Super cheap lights, and I think they're like 15 or maybe I think they were like $17. I'll definitely leave a link in the description below for these. And those are just lighting up the back of my basically products or just little cool things that are hooked up in the back behind me. It's controlled by a mic. Really, it's controlled by a remote control, which I have here, and you can change the colors back here. Let me see if I can try to do that for you guys. Like green, red, and you can change each one. You don't have to change them all. You can change certain ones to different colors and things like that. So this is blue, and I really like white. I also have the salt light lamp, which you can see right here, right beside my thumb, or beside my finger is probably better, and my speakers as well, or not speakers, my headphones as well. So that just kind of just goes with the studio vibes. I think it really helps make the video more lively, more personal, and honestly it kind of creates a scene for my videos. So to the right of me I have my studio, and that is where all the magic happens, and that's pretty much all my equipment and all the things that I have that go into creating my beats, creating my video, editing my videos, whatever, you name it. I have my computer that I built, and I'll leave the specs in the comments below. I also have a desk here that I got from believe it or not, I got it from Goodwill. It was only $10. So this desk I got for $10. It was 10 bucks, just 10 bucks. It was really crazy. I don't know how I came across it. The Lord just kind of dropped it on me, and he was like, here you go, bro. So bet that, I was like, bet, let's get it. So I was happy. I got the desk, and it really works for what I have going on. So the way the desk is set up is I have my keyboard and mouse underneath, and that's a Razer keyboard and a Razer mouse, which I love using. The Razer mouse is really cool, and the Razer keyboard is smooth. It lights up and does all kind of crazy stuff. Unnecessary stuff to some extent, but it's really cool that I can change the colors and get creative with it, customize, the colors and things like that. So now my keyboard, which is a Carbon 49 keyboard. I'm really looking to upgrade soon, but like I said, in due time, it'll come. I enjoy it. I think it's a good keyboard. It helps me to get lay the keys down and play drums and kind of get in the rhythm of things. I don't want to just be clicking in a bunch of stuff all the time. It's not really my thing. I like to kind of click on the keyboard and get a vibe going. So then I have my audio interface, or 4 inputs. It has 4 inputs for mics. I ended up switching over from the PreSonus audio interface to this interface because of the podcasting that I wanted to do, and I really ended up liking it, enjoying it. It does great sound, has great sound, has great preamps to my knowledge, and I enjoy it. I think it's a really good interface, and I use it every day because it's hooked up to my computer. Next I have my screen. This is a 29-inch LG ultra wide screen that I have, and it is so clutch. It's beautiful. It's not as wide as I would want it to be necessarily. For what the price is and just being able to get it at that cheap price, it's perfect for my tracks and my beats. I can play songs and stretch them out and see the whole arrangement, and it's just really beautiful. And of course the resolution is great, honestly. From when I used to have a TV, that was terrible. So now I have a really good desktop monitor, and it's perfect. So that brings me lastly to my speakers, which are really the rock to my whole, or my my anchor. They're really my anchor to my whole production. I love my speakers. The KRK Special Edition speakers, the Gold Edition, they're so dope. I love them, and when I upgrade, I'm gonna retire these guys because they're special to me and they have a special place in my heart. Speakers are necessary to me, in my production. I want to hear it. I want to hear it in the speakers. I don't want to just hear it in my headphones. So it's so important for me, and I love them. I got them on some stands that I got from a friend on the low, and they have helped me to keep the speakers from staying on my counter space or my desk space, which leaves room, as you can see, for other things such as my notebook and small little knickknacks that I got on the desk, and the small little emblems to help decorate the desk. It kind of keeps the desk uncluttered. So that's just about it, guys. That's all the equipment and all the tips I have for you guys for starting your YouTube, starting up your channel, and kind of getting your YouTube going today. So guys, I encourage you, go get it done, make it happen, start experimenting, start figuring out what works and what doesn't work. I'll also leave links in the description for all the equipment and all the things that I have in my studio. For those out there that really want to get into YouTube and creating beats and are just trying to get started and don't know where to start, you can go to my website at iceageproductions.com and scroll down to my one-on-one coaching where we can talk business, plans, and ideas for your future online producer journey. So that about sums it up. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.